This is part 23 of my 30 pieces of wisdom before I turn 30 on January 16th. Today's advice might be controversial, but if you're someone who watches or reads the news every day, stop. Now hear me out. You can be well informed without looking at the news and reading the headlines and just kind of buying into the fear mongering and the clickbait titles and all that stuff. A lot of it is just distraction and them trying to, I'm very shaky when I lay down, sorry about that. Clearly need to work on my upper body strength. But so much of it is just media outlets competing to get the most clicks, to be the first one with the story, aka not really waiting till they have all the facts, presenting both sides of arguments like they used to, People have different political and other agendas, and ultimately all of them are just trying to elicit emotion from you, whether that's fear or sadness or guilt or shame or happiness sometimes, but that doesn't really get the same kind of clicks, you know what I mean? So if that's something you do every day, I would just give you the challenge of try not doing that every day. Especially if in your free time, in the voids in your day, you just open up Twitter or open up your news app and scroll. There's probably better things you could be doing for yourself. If you want to keep up with what's going on, for sure, go ahead, but just don't make it an everyday thing and don't make it an all day everyday thing. Set aside some time, maybe 20 minutes or whatever. Recommend it not be the way you start your day. Do that for maybe a month and then just reevaluate how you're feeling overall. Something tells me you'll have a lot less anxiety, a lot less worry about things in the world, because a lot of the time we're focusing on these big, huge things that don't affect us. And I don't mean that in the way that you can't have concern or want to help things that are happening not in your local community. But I don't think that you need to take that on emotionally, physically, and live with that day to day and have those reminders day to day. I don't think that's good in here. I don't think that's good in here. And that is my personal, non-scientific, non-informed opinion that I'm going to provide. But just try it out. What's the worst that could happen? Check out the playlist below for the rest of the wisdom that's a little less controversial. And make sure you're following because I have a few more of these that are coming.